From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, December the 17th, 2019. The IDF said an armed Palestinian terrorist near the Gaza border fence this evening was identified by the IDF and shot by Israeli aircraft after approaching the security fence with Israel. Lebanese television channel Al Mayadeen claimed yesterday to have a draft copy of the U.S. peace plan for Israel and the Palestinians and published parts of it. The Jerusalem Post cited the Lebanese report, which mentions a three-way peace agreement between Israel, the Palestinian Authority, and terror group Hamas, in which a new Palestinian state would be established in the West Bank and Gaza, excluding the settlement blocks, which would remain part of Israel. The unconfirmed reported draft also states that Jerusalem would be shared and remain united with mostly Israeli control and some responsibilities given to the Palestinians. Another major detail is that the religious Muslim sites in Jerusalem's Old City would reportedly be under Saudi control, not Jordanian, as it is now. Again, this report has not been confirmed, and there has been no reported response to it as of yet from any party. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo responded to a letter signed by 106 Democrats in Congress against the U.S. policy reversal, stating that Israeli settlements are not per se in violation of international law. The Jerusalem Post reports that Pompeo sent his response to Michigan Representative Andy Levin, who spearheaded the Democrats' letter, writing that the reversal was an important step in the peace process, creating the right platform for further progress. Levin responded to Pompeo, once again calling for Pompeo to reverse the reversal, claiming it was dangerous. Well, thousands gathered today to pay their final respects to Jersey City Police Detective Joseph Seals, who was murdered just before the kosher supermarket shooting in Jersey City 1 week ago and was laid to rest today. Funerals were held last week for the two Jewish victims of the shooting, Moshe Deutsch and Leah Mindel-Ferenz, and this weekend for Douglas Miguel Rodriguez, who worked at the kosher supermarket. Showing their respect, members of the Satmar Jewish community in Jersey City lined up on the street for Rodriguez's funeral procession. Meanwhile, a prominent leader of the Black Hebrew Israelite organization condemned the shooting and made it very clear that the killers do not represent his community. This after reports that the Jersey City gunman was once a follower of the movement. Rabbi Capers Funyeh, who leads the International Israelite Board of Rabbis, said it was unfortunate that the media uses the term Black Hebrew Israelites without distinction. He said his community was gripped by sadness over the heinous actions of two disturbed individuals who cloaked themselves in anti-Semitism and hate-filled rhetoric. The Anti-Defamation League is looking into a report yesterday that Jewish passengers were verbally abused and one of them physically attacked on a New York City subway. The Jerusalem Post reports that Lihi Aharon, who is Israeli, said she was sitting next to a man wearing a yarmulke when a woman began yelling anti-Semitic abuse at him. She started to record some of the incident, and the woman later grabbed her face and scratched her. Police were called. Former president of Students Supporting Israel at Columbia, Rudy Rockman, told the Post that Aharon reached out to him on Facebook with the video. Rockman also told JBS that Aharon was pressing charges over the subway incident.
There is no place, not in New York and not in any other place on earth, for hatred.
The ADL's New York office tweeted that they were aware of reports that Jewish passengers were harassed and assaulted on the subway, writing, "We are in contact with law enforcement to find out more." A bipartisan delegation of secretaries of state from across the U.S. are in Israel this week, part of the American Jewish Committee's Project Interchange. The 11-member delegation is the first of the National Association of Secretaries of State to visit the country, aimed at strengthening and enhancing ties between the U.S. and Israel. The group will meet with top leaders of Israel's National Cyber Directorate, among others, and visit cultural and religious sites across Israel, including Jerusalem's Old City. They will also meet with Palestinian civic and business leaders in Ramallah in the Palestinian Authority. A highly controversial Israeli documentary has been shortlisted for the Oscars. Advocate tells of the work of attorney Leah Semel, who represents Palestinian clients, including accused terrorists. The short list of 15 contenders will be narrowed down to just 5 next month. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, December the 17th. At 7 o'clock, Ken Spiro speaks about the wonder of Jewish history. At 8, former executive director of the Jewish Federation of Boston, Barry Schrage, discusses key issues dividing the Jewish community and explains why Jews can remain optimistic. At 9, it's part 2 of Mark Golub's Sit Down with author Tal Keenan on L'chaim. At 10, a look at the Mossad and Mizrahi spies. And coming up right after this newscast, it's ILTV's Election Arena. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, December the 17th, 2019. I'm Teisha Bader.